Mic check, mic check. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Are we good?
Hi, everyone. Look, honey. Look at this beautiful audience.
There you go.
I'm going to take their picture. Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for being here tonight, today, this morning. I'll get it. I'm used to evening performances. So welcome to the IBO Pro Show. It's really a privilege to be here to share this information with you. My husband, Dr. Gammon, and I are really blessed to oversee a 508c1a spiritual and humanitarian organization to bring solutions, to bring hope, first and foremost, to people. And we have a lot of ways to do that. I'm going to claim bragging rights over here for a minute because he won't tell you. This is a humble man that has literally spent decades preparing this to bring it through, following what he was guided directly, was called directly to do, to bring sharing to the world. Sharing stands for sending hope and rebuilding into national goals. Every community has a goal, every nation, every individual, right? And what we can do when we connect as a community with a desire to make a difference for humanity is exponentially powerful. He has spent decades giving us the physical need, the resources, the tools, the education, the access to what we need to create what? Well, our mission will help explain that. It's to help you find, fund, and fulfill your God-given purpose. You all right with that? Raise your hand. Anybody? Yeah, everybody? It's a great, great thing. Well, how do you do funding? Well, I'll tell you what. It's nothing short of genius. You could say that I'm kind of prejudiced, and I am. And it is, truly, because it's also from God. And you'll see today how this literally 1 hour you're going to spend with us could possibly change your lives, and more importantly, help you change other people's lives for the better. Thank you so much for being here. Dr. Gamet, should we tell them what's going on?
Well, thank you guys for coming and having lunch with us. And this is our new show. It's called IBO Pro Show. It stands for Independent Business Owner. So we're going to introduce an incredible company today. So Samantha is going to, as our featured speaker, she flew over from Australia, so she'll be. But before she comes up, we're going to be talking about IBO Pro, because this is a resource for everyone so that you guys can fund your purpose in life, fund your God-given purpose in life. And so the background of IBO Pro is we actually got the domain name on March 5th of this year, and then we built out this whole platform in 2 months. So we had our first IBO Pro show on May 5th, and May 11th we started putting people in the system. And so I'm going to walk through the back office and show you what IBO Pro is about so that you guys can, sign up for free.
Saying that we put this together in 2 months is like saying you've been trying to get known for 20 years and you made it overnight, right? Decades of work went into be able to make it possible for this to happen in 2 months. I just got to say that.
Yeah, it's been 42 years in September 25th. So this is incredible for us, and you guys, we all can change the world from here, from Vegas, streaming on our television station to, over to billions of people, okay? And so you guys hopefully will help us, present, IBO Pro and the products within it to save lives, because that's what we're in a business for, saving lives physically, financially, spiritually, emotionally, in every area. So we're going to just show you that right now. So you can actually, this is our event. We're going to have it probably every other month, every month, depending on how it goes with our partners. But just keep checking back on ibopro.com. So I'm going to log in. It is free to become a member of IBO Pro, okay? And
Who we're serving, too, when you think about it. So we in America, not that big a deal, though it's getting a little trickier, isn't it? Okay? But this is built to be global. So if you have, like I do, I support orphanages around the world, in Kenya, Nigeria, and Dominican Republic, all over the world. There are people in need. I have a doctor that helped an entire village stay alive during COVID by himself. He needed help. He needed funding with a smartphone. Some of these people have a dirt floor and a grass roof, but if they have a smartphone or a library with a computer, we can help them.
so we broke up IBO Pro in 3 sections. The first one is your legacy, your lifestyle, and your business. So under your legacy, we have our financials. We have 3 entities under sharing. Sharing stands for Sending Hope and Rebuilding International Goals. We're a 508c1a. You guys can Google it. It's where we do business under God, not the government. Because of separation between church and state, we're allowed to do that. So we're classified as a church, right? So that way we don't have to pay taxes. We can but we can do business and nonprofit transactions without having to pay taxes. So it's pretty amazing. So we have 3 entities.
Why that's important. The reason that's important is that 30% is going out. 100% of the proceeds that we bring in through your activity that doesn't come out of your pocket, everything that rolls up to us as a result of your efforts goes out to you who are being humanitarians, because ultimately we're an education company raising up humanitarians. You'll learn more about that. But guess what? The rest of it goes to those who can't help themselves, to the global partnerships, which is why, in part, it took so many decades to put this together, where we can snap our fingers now and provide clean water, shelter, food around the world, really at the drop of a hat. So I wanted to mention that. 30% more.
Yes, and so how we raise funds is through donations. And what's interesting about the donations that you give, when you give, you receive more back. So we always play a game if we see if we can outgive God, but we always lose. And so it's a fun game. And so we have 3 entities: Sharing Studio, which is here, and then Sharing University, where we teach humanitarians, and then Sharing Financial. So Sharing Financial is our financial platform where we pay out into people's expense accounts so that you can have funds to do what you need to do, okay? So before I'm going to just show you Sharing Financial first, and then I'm going to go into sharing, how the donations work, to show you that we have a incredible platform that is going to be a multi-trillion-dollar platform from a lot of the people that are worldwide working with us. So this is our financial platform. You can see the expense account. So this is where we put funds into your expense account from all the donations. So we give 100% of the donations back to fund humanitarian projects and to fund what you guys are doing, okay? So we also give crypto wallets. So you can get your 12 words for Bitcoin, Ethereum. We teach people about how to keep crypto safe. And then we teach people how to spend. So you can put your crypto or your money from your expense account on a MasterCard so you can spend, right? And then we have our reward points. You want to talk about the reward points?
Sure. And I want to also point out that this platform can also help us bank the unbanked. We can actually help people get a bank account that maybe have never had one, or perhaps you need one that has other options, right, besides your country. And it's very complete. So we're very excited about the fact that this platform may be the most cutting-edge financial instrument right now, according to groups that actually oversee millions of people with billions of dollars, and yet they don't have this. So they're coming over because it can do so much. And eventually you'll be able to actually add NFTs and gold and silver and really use this as a portfolio builder. It's beautiful. Now, how the rewards points work. So remember, we share 100%. So the things that are directly under the umbrella of our organization, and you'll learn what those things are: loans, there's all kinds of things, benefits, retirement solutions, everything that is under our roof, we receive the profit. Even with insurance, unless you're a licensed agent or a loan, you can't receive a reward for referring someone. But guess what? We can. And since it's ours to share, we can give that away however we want. So what we do is we have reward points, and every point is worth $1. Now, when you join for free, and this is the cool part, imagine that you are someone who's in an area that it's very difficult to receive income. You join for free, you get automatically a cap up to $100 a month in points, so 100 points. So if you share this and people decide to utilize the things because they can afford it, and we'll teach you how to do that for free, guess what? That person who's maybe their max is to make is $200 a month can suddenly make another 100 by simply sharing their link of IBO Pro, which is the resources to help people, right? So people take advantage of that. Now they're earning points. Guess what you can do with those points? You can bring them right over here and you put them on your credit card or send them to your bank, real cash. And on that card, any country in the world, you put that card in, guess what? The cash that comes out is the currency of that country. It's very sophisticated.
Okay, so let's go back to IBO Pro. Oh, one more. The best thing about this is, has anyone, raise your hand if you ever bought crypto? Okay. Was it easy for you, or was it pretty hard? Trading failed, okay. Because a lot of the banks make it really hard, exchanges, to buy crypto. So what we've done is when you get this bank account with us, and right here you can apply for it, you can ACH or wire money into the bank account we give you, and you can buy as much crypto as you want, and no one can stop you. So we've solved the issue of buying, a lot of crypto so that you guys can do it easily.
I have a question for you guys. Do you feel that the money you earn, it should be your right to choose how to spend it? Absolutely, right? So that's not always the case. I don't know about you guys, but we have been blocked from different entities that now actually sell the crypto themselves. right? A little bit of hypocrisy perhaps there. So we want to make it possible. Why? Because in our estimation, and I learned this from him, okay? People call me an expert. No, I'm experienced. I live with an expert, okay? The reality is cryptocurrency has the potential for the first time in history of putting a dent, if not ending, poverty on this planet. Now, some people, the poor will always be with us. Okay. But there are people who do not want to be in that situation, and they just need a way, and they don't have access. So if we can give them access this way and make it possible for them to, just by sharing something, be able to get that crypto and then turn it into whatever currency they need or however they need to move in the world, that's a blessing.
All right, now we're going to put our math hat on. So you guys, you guys have to go to school with me a little bit, because you can join for sharing and IBO Pro for free. Now, this is our donation program. This is a fundraising platform. So you can see that we have different donations, and you can actually donate for as low as $5. Can everyone afford $5? Right? Pretty much everyone in America. If you're somewhere else, maybe not. But $5 is pretty low to start with, right? So when you donate $5 to Sharing Studios, and this helps us keep our content free, right? And why do we want it for free?
Oh, let's talk about this. This is my favorite part of this story, okay? We set out to create what might be the only humanitarian station in the world. I don't know. But we are global, because we actually have coverage in all of North America, all of Europe, all of Asia, and are the only channel allowed in China. There's over basically 100 million downloads of the streaming app in English. So we have incredible reach. That's 6 billion, and now we're working on Africa to open that up. Wouldn't it be great to know that you cannot buy your way on this station? No amount of money, no donation, no amount will put you on the station. You know what you can do, though? You could create a story of hope. You could provide entertainment that actually has a redeeming value, that uplifts and provides what? Hope. That's how you get on. You utilize our tools and services that we have and get the before and after testimonies. Get inspired about your own humanitarian organization. Let us help you build that, whatever it is, so you can receive the higher ends that he'll talk about of the funding, right? That's a beautiful thing. Same thing with the advertising. And if you do a show that comes on, and we're going to literally promote the things, tell the stories about the things like you're going to learn about from beautiful Samantha today, which is life-changing medical technology, okay? It literally can change lives. You learn about that. Guess what we're going to do? We're going to share the leads with you from 6 billion people. There'll be a few people probably that'll be interested, you see? So we can continue to uplift those of you who are out there being humanitarians. That's what it's all about.
So you can start being a humanitarian by donating $5. And and we give you expense account with the cap is $25, okay? And because when we receive donations, we give back into people's expense accounts. And we programmed it where it figures out, how many people you brought to us, and how your organization, how well we're doing, and instantly it puts funds into your expense account, and you can actually spend it. That's pretty cool, right? And so $5, your cap is $25. Now, that's not a lot of money yet, right? So if you don't...
If the cap doesn't necessarily get the point across, that means you made $25, but you spent $5, so you're 20 ahead. So you're 20 ahead, right, in profit, so you can afford the next level.
Yeah, so if you have made 25, then you can afford $10, right? So if you donate $10, the cap increases to how much? Can you see that from back there? $250, right? $250. Now, then you can donate $20, and then the cap raises again to $2,500, because there's more and more people that are coming. Because say you refer, like a lot of you guys, we didn't refer. You guys referred each other, and that grows the donations, and then we put funds into people's caps. And this can happen in 60 to 90 days, what I'm going to show you. And we're going to test it out. Starting today, we're going to test it out, okay?
Do you guys think we're crazy for doing that? No. Exactly. It's your expense account that we're giving you for simply for joining for free in IBO Pro. Because what you're doing is you're becoming part of the machinery, the mechanism to create humanitarian funding. So we have 11 levels of funding. Why do we give away the first 5 levels? 100%. Is that crazy? Because we have funded all of this already, okay, through partnership. And now guess what? We don't need that until we get to the next levels. The higher levels is too much money for an individual, frankly. And that's the money that's going to go to our solar well cap that can literally in 45 minutes be erected and start producing a damaged well from an earthquake, let's say, that's been no longer potable, and start producing 5,000 gallons of fresh water a day for up to 20 years. Only costs us 20 grand. And we have exclusive and semi-exclusive rights to that around the world. That's just one example, okay, of what those higher levels are going to amount to. We don't need the first 5. We need you to be empowered. Let me ask you this. Who's taking care of the humanitarians? Not the government. Oops. I don't know. I haven't heard of that. But we think that if you're out there making a difference, like this beautiful woman right here, oh my God, you have no idea what a contribution she's already made to the world. People should know. And she should have all the funding in the world. All of you. Millions of people are up to incredible things, but they need the funding. Can you imagine if all the great ideas were already funded, the world would already be different right now. So that's what we're out to do.
Okay, level 4, that's $40. It's 25,000. And then level 5 is 250,000. Yes, exactly. So the question is, the $80, is that monthly? No, it's a one-time. These are all one-time donations. So it's 155 if you total the first 5 levels. One-time donation, and the potential to get back is 277,000.
That's why I asked the question, right? Is that enough to get you started? It's enough, isn't it? You do a down payment for a loan, guess what? We got incredible loans. We got incredible, you won't even need to put a down payment. I mean, teeny tiny. So yes, it's till you can get started. Now, what if you have a bigger plan? This guy, take it away.
And so when you refer people and people refer people, you might ask, well, how many people does it take to get 277,000? It's less than 5,000 people to pay 155 to get these funds. So then, numbers don't lie, when you really look at it. And so let me just do a math, a calculator here and show you. So $80 times 3125, how much is that? That's how many people are in your organization that have donated $80. So that's 250,000. Again, it can happen in 60 to 90 days. We've done it faster, but it can happen that fast, especially when it's free to join. Okay? All right, so let me go back to, now, we do have other sharing university, sharing financial. Once you have that kind of money, you can afford to spend 50, 100, 200, 400, 800, right? So you can actually just pay those levels because you already made the money in the first go round. And right here, $800 donation can, your cap is 2.5 million at that point.
Okay, would you guys be okay if that failed 90%? What's 10% of 2.5 million? Right? It's still pretty good, huh? We know numbers are perfect. People aren't. So is it going to be always exactly that amount? No, it doesn't need to be. Right? People will come along, and then other people will wake up and go, wow, look at, I can see that Linda's got her program going now, and she wasn't able to do that before. I got to take another look at this. And then suddenly there's some of those holes get filled in. It just happens organically. Right? It's always going to be just in search of providing hope for people. And so the process is natural. It's organic. There's no pressure. There's no sales. It's education and opportunity to make a difference.
Now, Brian Arnold's here, so he knows a lot of people that, might want to play at the, the higher donation game. It's a game. How much, yeah, how much can you give and how much can you receive, right? So sharing financial is that. It's the donations start off at 500. So 500, you can receive back up to 2,500, 1,000 turns into 25,000, and so on. And the fifth level is 8,000. Again, it's out of profits, not your pocket, and that is 25 million at that point. And what's interesting is it's the same 5,000 that are donating the different amounts one time. So you don't have to go get new people or a lot of people. It's within the whole structure of giving and receiving, right? And so that's how it works. In the higher levels is 90% set aside to fund the humanitarian projects, 10% goes to our partners and our ambassadors. So when you start off, you're a pioneer. The pioneers, we give back 100%. The partners and ambassadors make more because they're donating more. And so if you guys are interested in becoming a partner or ambassador, those are private conversations because it's individualized, so we can customize it to you based on your circle of influence, okay?
So, yeah, so partners, again, just like the station, you can't buy your way on. Donations don't ensure partnership because, we're very clear that the CEO of our company is God, right? And honestly, we have our morning meeting and we take our orders direct. And he's very, very clear. It's really clear. And the beautiful thing is when something gets taken away, it's because he brings something better within generally 24 hours. It's just stunning. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, it's very, very simple, actually. This might look complicated because it's the first time you're seeing it, but actually sharing.financial, you can all go there. There's no sponsorship connected. Set up your account, okay? Every time you donate, it's automatically going to be put in there for you. They just press a button. That's why I was saying we could show them. You just press the button. Press, okay, $5, right? I've got the money in my account, right? From Sharing Financial, I connected it. Boom. You only do that once. And then after that, you press the button as many times you want, and you'll see it as people come in, showing up. In fact, it will grow. You won't even realize. You'll be like, wow, where is this all coming from? Okay? So it's very simple. Here's another idea. Do you have a church? Do you have a school? You have a veteran organization? You have something, a nonprofit that you support? Put them in and let people not just, be able to donate once. We tithe every week. But what if instead you utilize this as a fundraising opportunity? Beats the heck out of a bake sale, I can tell you that, right? And it's going to be far more effective and long-lasting. Now, granted, there's no monthly, so it's one time. But you can go as far as you need, and if you need more than $25 million, we can help you do that. We actually have funding with the highest funding source in the world, right? How big is your project, right? We can do that. So there's really no limit unless, God dreams a bigger dream for us than we can ever dream for ourselves. And so this is just, the gift we've been given to give you, and thank goodness he never lost sight of what he was called to do.
All right, so I'm going to just walk you through the product services, how we support IBOs. That's with the funding platform. And again, you can raise more through our donation funding platform than all the businesses, all the investments you've done in your whole lifetime because of how the system works. And so we'll walk you through in a training and strategy session on the numbers, so we won't go into details right now. But I do want to just go through the back office and show you that we do entity creation, web development. So if you guys need a website set up, if you need to take credit cards, we do payment solutions, or crypto, we set it up for you guys. We have a teams that will do that. The other thing is AI. We actually train AI for free, but we also have an AI platform that you can purchase and use for any of your projects. We're building AI into our platform, so it'll help set up the appointments for us and follow up for us.
Has anyone else heard of getting AI totally free given to you, connected to any opportunity that we have that you see that you want? It's a done for you deal. and you signed up for free. That's free. We don't charge for that. If you want to do your own, because you've got something going, it's $97 a month, which is unheard of if you've done any price shopping with AI that's actually like the Maserati of AI. We're not just talking a little chat GPT, full-on services.
All right, benefits. So we have free benefits, so you'll be able to get discount travel at the cheapest price possible because there's no commissions generated. We also have health benefits, so you can go doctor visits for $25 a visit, discount pharmaceutical drugs, right? Yep. And then other travel benefits that are like timeshares but better. You just pay a yearly cost and you can enjoy the travel benefits. Now, retirement. We do loans, so we can do personal loans, business loans, and real estate loans. If you don't have good credit, we have a team that will help you get your credit restored before you get the loan, okay? And that leverages, because you leverage it into staking, so you can actually go into crypto, NFTs, gold, so you can diversify your funds to make more money to pay back the loan, okay? Infinite banking. Do you guys know what infinite banking is? Raise your hand if you know. Oh, you do? Okay. So you want to explain it?
Yeah, sure. Basically, it's a really smart way to become your own bank where you can actually create an insurance policy that's going to take care of your family, but that you can actually draw a loan off that you don't have to pay back without penalty. And so it's a really smart way you can put back in without a penalty, and you can use that basically as your line of credit personal without losing the benefit of the life insurance policy. It maintains its value. So we help people set up instruments, and then you can wrap that in a trust if you want. We want to be able to provide financial literacy and support as we help you build a portfolio that includes not only fiat, gold, silver, but real estate, insurance, and a plethora of opportunities so that you're really well diversified.
All right, a last category is clean living. So this is part of the Clean Earth Project, Water Project, and the Body Projects. So the Clean Earth, we actually help with energy reduction, plastic reduction. So I know you want to talk about that.
All right, I got to ask a question. Does it bother anybody that there is an island of plastic floating around in the Pacific? Everybody's nodding their heads. It's horrible. Oh my gosh, and the beaches, right? So how cool is it that we now have the technology to take that plastic and actually use the plastic to do the job, to turn the plastic back into oil, so clean that Shell has made a contract to purchase it, as well as the gas that's needed to do the job. Beautiful, right? So we can begin to really make a difference, and this company has got facilities building all over the world, right? And the way that they're building them is green, clean. So we're just thrilled to be able to provide that.
So we can help the planet and make money at the same time. That's called social entrepreneurship, solving a problem and getting paid for it so you can go solve more problems. Yep. Emissions reduction, these are gas tabs that you put in your gas tank, and it helps reduce emissions up to 85%, and it also increases your gas mileage up to 25%. So, yeah, and it cleans your engine. Clean water, so we have NASA water. So this water machine uses no electricity, and they bought the patents from NASA, and it works extremely well. You can put it in your home and have clean water. Earth water is what we talked about before. It's a solar water system that cleans toxic water in wells, in rivers, and in ocean water. And then the mineral water is basically you put minerals and nutrients in the water to get nutrients into our body. That we need. So it's like food, right? So that it nourishes our cell to kick in the healing process. So that's the Clean Water Project. The Clean Body Project, I'm going to, this is where...
Well, this is going to be our guest speakers territory, but I can just tell you I've been in love with all of this. Sorry, we're not quite ready, but I just don't want to steal her thunder because she's going to do a terrific job. And for those of you that just came in the door, she flew in all the way from Australia to help us with this, okay? This is cutting edge technology that is just coming now to America, and we're so excited about it. I'm an Einstein geek. You know, almost 50 years ago, he predicted that frequency would be the modern medicine. That day has arrived. We're here. You're going to learn about a combination of terahertz and PMF that is the first of its kind to be available for home use. So we're very excited about you learning about that.
Yes, and I won't go over the other devices, but she's going to cover the 2 of them today, and you guys will get to demo them, and you know, we're going to film it so you guys can watch it later. So it's going to be pretty incredible. You want to say anything else to close out?
Well, I want to just thank you very much for your listening, because your listening is the greatest gift that you can give to us. And if there is any piece of this that makes sense to you, or if you have questions and think it might make sense for you, please don't hesitate to reach out. Our goal is to eventually become obsolete. There is no about us. It's not about us. This is God's platform, truly. All of it has been guided. All of it has been delivered to us as a gift to share with you. That's why we're called sharing. But the bottom line is, in the meantime, you have access to us. When we know that it's working, it'll be obsolete because everything's there. There'll even be help centers around the world, push-button videos, all the education. We soft launched on May 5th. Beta launch in September, pre-launch in January. Next year, 5/11, take a note, that's our full launch to the world. That's when we'll have your stories, those of you that choose to become involved, to share with the rest of the world, to say, this is working, this is what it did for me. You're at the very, very beginning. Will there be a glitch here and there? Will there be something that isn't perfect? Probably. But in exchange for that, you've got the real estate, location, location, location. You have the bragging rights of being sharing pioneers. And that's why we're so grateful to you that you opened your heart and your mind to listen today. And so it is with great pleasure that we're going to bring on our guest speaker. Miss Samantha, come on up here. I'm going to let you do your own introduction because you're better at it than me. We are so grateful that you're here. All right, everyone, buckle up. This is good stuff.
Hi, everyone. I'm Samantha Chan. Lovely to meet you all. Hello, Vegas. I'm gathering everyone here is from Vegas? Yes? Roundabout way. Oh, thank you for the check. I think I'm going to stand. Thank you. Yep, I will need it in a bit. Just in case, as a trip hazard. So I'm here to present a very, very unique product. Let's move over a little bit. Called Ollie Life. I was introduced this about just under a year ago, and I was intrigued. I knew about PMF, but I wasn't sure what PMF would do for the human body. But reading on it and studying this company, I got very, very interested in what they were doing, and you'll understand why. Introducing Ollie Life. So, whoop, going a bit fast there. Uh-oh, I'm going to go to this. Start again. Gotta tell ya, jet lag is real. Not getting to the page, buddy. But a little error, I'm getting it. It's going backwards. Oh. There we go. Ollie Life. Ollie Life is 2 words. Olympic life. The company is dedicated in basically enhancing health and the quality of life. Oop, can't hear me. Its core philosophy is to integrate Olympic spirit and with science, health management. And the reason being is their commitment is through, their goals is through wellness device, electronic devices. And in line with Olympic life, we have 3 of our ambassadors. Does anyone know who Michael Owen is? No? No one? Michael Owen is a very, very famous football player. He was in the category with David Beckham. We all know David Beckham, right? Same era. He came in and done very, very well for himself. He's since retired, and he is an ambassador for Ollie Life, one of the ambassadors. We have Lee Chong Wei. He is a badminton player, and a bit of a story with him. Over 300 weeks, he was number one. Interesting for someone and was not defeated. He also has retired and he is ambassador for one of our other products. Then we have the most recent, which is Deng Lengjun. She's our Olympic silver medalist for climbing. And why are we using athletes in a company like OliLife? Because they believe most people that look at athletes, they know they take good products, they look after themselves, and that's in line with their motto. By the end of this year, they will have 8 more ambassadors in sportsmen in the company. So very excited to see what these new ambassadors are going to be. So the company itself, it started in 2022, head office in Singapore, and they've got branches around the world. So we have Malaysia, we have Thailand, we have Indonesia. Then most recently did actually set up an office in in Hong Kong. In China themselves, they've set up a headquarters there, and those that do know about China, their direct sales, they're going to modify that, where they're going to allow MLM into the space, and they're predicting by the end of this year. So this is the office in China, in Xiamen. They spent $2 million on that 29th floor and decked it out. And I had the privilege of actually going there and actually spent about 4 days there. Very, very nice. And if you guys have the opportunity, once you get into OliLife, you'll have the opportunity to get there as well and understand how OliLife's culture and their business philosophy works. It's all in there, and you'll be very, very impressed. These are our branch offices where if you happen to be in Singapore, Thailand, Malaysia, Indonesia, you can go in there and try all the products for free. So these are corporate offices in these places. And most recently, March 8th of this year, they set up Hong Kong. And this one here is been very, very busy because people in Hong Kong, they have very, very busy lives. And health seems to be one that they neglect. But over pre-COVID, COVID times, they've learned to look after themselves. And since they've launched into Hong Kong, it's just exploded. Now, this company, why it's unique is it loves its patents. It currently has over 167 patents, and this is actually outdated. They've actually got over 300 patents as of today. And if you go into Singapore and to Xiamen, they have a plethora of all the patents along there. Very impressive. They currently have actually delivered to over 140 different countries, but predominantly in Asia. That's where their focus is, and that's also why you guys are here today, because they want to expand internationally. Current revenue, $500 million per month. That's $600 million a year for a 2-year-old company. That's very, very impressive. So we're going to introduce to you the first product, which is our flagship P90. It's that unit down there, which I'll bring up a little bit later. This is basically a combination of PMF and terahertz. So as we know, our bodies need grounding, and I'll talk about this what OliLife does. So what P90 does, it activates, it boosts, it dredges, eliminates, burns, and relieves. And on the side here, we've got all the different certificates and certifications for this product, which we'll talk about a little bit later. Now you're wondering, Chinese Singapore company, but there's a twist here. The R&D is actually from Sweden and Germany. Its parts are all done in Japan, but it is assembled in China. And why are things assembled in China? Anyone? Yes, it's cheaper. And then it's disseminated through the rest of the world or delivered to the rest of the world. Now, PMF. Oop. Back again, hold on. Not very good with iPads. No, it's not doing it for me. I'm giving it all away. Need some help here, buddy. Not liking me. Go that way. Yes, please, if you could. That'd be great. So PMF. PMF was actually introduced by NASA. And what happened was they were bringing astronauts out into space. Within a couple of months, there were issues. These astronauts were suffering health issues, including bone loss, muscular atrophy, fatigue, and they had issues with their blood circulation. So what NASA did was bring the astronauts back down to Earth. During the quarantine period, within 1 to 2 months, they got better. And what they found out was humans actually need to be on Earth. And what Earth has is a magnetic field. Part of the magnetic field is where, and that was how PMF actually evolved, pulse electronic field therapy. This here is very well documented. For the last 50 years, people that know about it would have read it. It's very well documented for the last 30 years. Clinical trials, 10,000, at least 10,000 clinical trials over the years. And it basically, things like osteoporosis, nervous system healing, eye diseases, bone loss, diabetes, helping with lots of different cardiovascular, and even help with cancer cell repairs or inactivities. So you must be wondering, PMF's been around for 50 years. Why haven't we heard about it, or why isn't it out in the market? Because PMF is traditionally in hospitals or in clinics. The machines are very, very big, and the doctors that deal with it, they do treatments. So these patients that go in typically go in for one treatment or up to a couple of treatments a week. And when OliLife came in, they looked at this technology and they decided that they wanted to patent it to a small device where in each household, everyone could actually have PMF at home. And that's where OliLife P90 was born. So this is just to give you a bit of an idea of the test certificates, conformity certificates that they have. As we know, we need CB and CE. This is well recognised around the world to be able to, from Europe, to be delivered in regards to electronic devices. And more test results, which if you guys are interested, if you like to do your basic due diligence, we can supply these to you as well. And as I mentioned, even though OliLife has distributed to 140 different countries, its main dominance has been in Asia. Right now, you guys are in a very, very unique position where we are going global. By the end of this year, we would like to be hitting USA big. So you guys are literally what I would call the 0011 as a group for Vegas and every other state or county that you guys are interested in as well. But before we talk about that, we'll talk about a bit more about the other products. We also have Galaxy G1. This was actually launched last year, and this is the world's smallest PMF device out there at the moment. This is one of the reasons why I joined this company, and I really, really liked it, and it's done wonders, and I'll tell you my story very, very shortly. And the reason why G1 has been very popular, it is combating one issue, or a major issue that we have, and that's our eyes. There are at least 2.2 billion people around the world where they're having visual impairment, and at least 1 billion of those could actually be prevented. She's intrigued? So the common eye problems that we have is cataract, glaucoma, muscular degeneration, diabetes, retinopathy, dry eyes, and retinal detachment. And for me, myself, as you see, I wear glasses, so this is why it was intriguing for me. G1, very core advantages is, the key benefits of this is the fact that it's on the eye and you can use it for 15 minutes. What it does, it activates eye cells, it promotes repairs and regenerates eye tissues, relieves eye inflammation, promotes eye blood circulation. All that combating the problem areas. And that's pretty much, one thing I do know for this is, if we've got dark circles around the eyes or we've got the bags, this is perfect. And for me, for the past 3-4 months I've been using it, it's reduced significantly. So this is Michael Owen. He is the ambassador for Galaxy One. And the reason being is his son has had an eye condition. The Galaxy One was introduced to his son to use, and it has helped his son. And it's a particular, very rare disease. He was going blind. So because it's helped his son, he decided he wanted to be, when he was invited, he chose to be the ambassador for this product. This is a video clip for Chinese New Year back in January, and I'll just give you a listen to, if we can listen to it. It won't play? Okay, we'll give it a miss then. But it's basically introducing why he's doing the G1 as well. Oop. Okay, so we've talked about 2 products. We've also got another 4 products. And the 4 products is, the first one is the Vitality One. The Vitality One is a blower. It has a unique stand that it stands on, and it blows directly into the area of concern. For instance, muscle, if you've got a knot in your particular muscle, you've got back issues, it's targeted and it gives a 45-minute relief, and it's better than going to a masseur. Then we have the A9, which is the air purifier. This one deals with the negative ion, and it also has music, it has a timer, and has different colouring. That sounded like my G1 that was talking. So, and then we have the H bar, and this is the infused water bottle, which I've got over there. This one here, it does PMF at the top and hydrogen water at the bottom, and it's quite funky. It also does different colours. And lastly, we have the upgrade of the P90, which is the P90 Plus. So this P90 Plus comes with 2 extra devices. One is for facials, and other one is for muscle relief. And that will be demoed with someone very, very shortly. So that is our product range that we have. And before we get onto the business side of things, are there any questions in regards to this? No? No one's got any questions? Yes. Yes, everything is available in the US. And the great thing about why we're so serious about USA, we also have 2 warehouses, one in the west and one in the east, to actually help the distribution for you guys. The wait period now is around 5 to 7 days. And yeah, you can buy any of those products. Yes. The P90, actually 3 of these products with the FDA is approved because we're not classified as a medical device, we're classified as an electronic device. And so we don't actually put ourselves as a medical device. So that's why we've cleared with the FDA in regards to that. Yep. No questions? Okay, we're going to do a demo. Yes. Okay, pricing. So the P90 is $1,000, which is the original. The P90 Plus is $1,500, plus there is also $500 for gel, because you actually need the gels as a conductor. The Vitality Wand is $600. The air purifier is $600. The H bar is $600. And the G1, which is the goggles, is $500. So that's the price range that we have. The G1, the warranty is 1 year. No questions asked if there's a fault, they replace it straight away. Actually, it's with all the products. And in terms of the G1, we've only had it for a year. We've not had real problems with it. Like with the people that returned it was the heating. One thing that you'll find with this company is they are constantly upgrading. Their focus is R&D, and every product that they have right now, they will do upgrades, but they don't charge you. And that's something that I find unique. Like when you look at iPhones, you have the iPhone 8, iPhone 9. Each time they upgrade, we get charged. Where this one, there's the G1. I mean, the G1, it's been upgraded 3 times already. And because originally, the first material was around the eyes, they changed the material on that. And then there was another part where, because it's foldable, they replaced that part there, so it makes it actually more durable. In terms of lifespan of that, it's very, very sturdy. I haven't got... That one, I have to be honest, I don't know. But I will say with the P90, it can last 55 years. Yeah. So the materials, as mentioned, it's all done in Japan, and Japan's quality is very, very good. So, yes. Yes. Yes, you'll find that with the G1, it will help with your neuro. Better sleep, better REM sleep, and that's also, and I also can say the same with the P90s. Everyone so far that has tested around in my circle and network, everyone's sleep has been amazing. One story, I've got one of my very, very good business partners, 3 years sleeping pills. In this line, as we know, we work stupid hours. 4 o'clock in the morning, and it comes with the territory. So he's been relying on sleeping pills for the last 3 years. Since buying the P90, at first he was playing around, he was doing it every second day, and basically said to him, look, for it to work, you need to really, really give it a go. So he was very diligent, morning, night. And since then, he's been off the sleeping pills, and he's been sleeping very, very well. At literally, he says 10:30, his body just wants him to sleep, and he just listens to his body. And that to me is amazing, to hear that story, 3 years sleeping pills, and cold turkey, quit. Yeah. Okay. Now, there's 2 options. We can do the test, or I can go through the pay plan very, very quickly. What would you prefer? I got 50-50 here. The pay plan's pretty slow. I mean, pretty fast. It's only 15 minutes, and then we can go on there, and then we can have more questions, because it'll give you a bit of an idea. And that's why we're here. And that's also why I'm here. The pay plan, for me, I'll just give you a bit of background. I myself has traditionally been in the crypto space for the last 10 years. I love crypto, but with crypto, it's volatility. So what this has actually given me, my team, and a lot of people around me is an alternative leverage, an alternative source of income. And the source of income here, as I could say, done right, is equivalent to making crypto money. So that's to give you a bit of an idea. Okay, so OliLife takes the international markets. Currently right now, we're where that star is. We are going to explode, because literally there isn't very many people in USA that are leaders that are building. There are people that have brought the machines and using it, but no one's actually been conservatively going out there and saying, I'm going to really, really build it. So being here today, the key to success, business success, is seizing the right moment. And you guys are here at the right moment. So how do we start? The P90, to start, is buying one P90, which is $1,000. And we'll call that, every 1,000 is 750 PV. Or you can buy 2 G1s, because they're $500 each. That gets you straight into it. What happens? The advantage? As we know, lotions and potions. When we buy a supplement, 1 month supplement, is typically for one person. But here in OliLife, you buy 1 unit, the whole family can use it. It's a global business. We're expanding right now. I love this part. There's no auto ships. There's no monthlies. And that's probably one of the reasons why I didn't get into the products, potions and lotions, because I never believed in it, and I'd never believed in actually being tied down to all that. So no auto ship, and this is the part that I like. For a direct sales company, the payout is daily. And you get paid out in USDT. So we are a binary compensation plan with a twist. So when you join, $1,000, it gets your account is active forever. You don't have to continually buy more products, etc. $1,000 you're in forever. There's only one rule. The first person that you bring in has to be sponsored on your left. It's a default. You can't move unless you do that. All the volumes is accumulated. There's no flushing, and the limits of this is amazing, and we'll go through that. So there's 6 ways to earn. Referral bonus, tier bonus, team bonus, binary, global pool, coaching bonus. The first one is the referral bonus. So direct sales in this industry, 10%, it's pretty standard. The PV, we talk about a $1,000 unit. So 750 PV, 10% of that, you get $75 for your directs. Now this is what really got me excited, and this is what has a lot of people within the crypto space decide to come over as well and check it out because of this. We're binary. So the way this works is you are you bring on A, you bring on B. That's your first tier. You get $375. This is all based on a $1,000 unit because that's the baseline. Then you bring on C, and then you bring on D. That's tier 2. That's another $375. With the binary, as we know, there's spillover. C brings on E1, E2, D brings on F1, F2. It falls in your third tier. You make another $375. Then E2 brings on G, F1 brings on H. Because the way this tier bonus works, you just have to bring one first on your left, first on your right. Each tier, you make $375 based on a $1,000 purchase. How powerful is that? Even more powerful, it's unlimited levels and there is no cap. So you can go down to 100 levels, 1,000 levels, as long as you satisfy one left, one right, and it doesn't even have to be your direct. You get $375. That's powerful, isn't it? Team bonus. This I have not heard in the direct sales. Correct me if I'm wrong. In the crypto space, we have seen it. You can actually make money from the person above you. It doesn't necessarily have to be your sponsor. It's the person that's above you. So it could have been, for instance, I brought on Dr. G. Dr. G brought on Dr. Amy. They make money from, not me, sorry. I brought on both of them, but Dr. G, or Amy, sorry, I'm confusing myself here. Dr. Amy makes money from Dr. G, and Dr. G makes money off me. But I sponsored both of them. So how it works, it depends on your first purchase. Really important, your first purchase. If your first purchase is $1,000, you can make up to $3,000. If your first purchase is $2,000, you can make up to $6,000. If your first purchase is $6,000, you can make up to $18,000. You can get back 300% of that just based on your team bonus. You do not have to recruit. So if you bring on a customer, they don't recruit, they have the opportunity to earn off you if that was your immediate direct. So the example here, we'll use a $1,000 and then we'll use a $10,000. So just say my upline's position made sales of $1,000. 5% of that, I automatically make $50. And what's even better, the next level also makes this team bonus. So they get $2.50 and it'll go down to cents. And the next level will make 12 cents. So it goes approximately 3 to 4 levels down until it gets to the pennies. If my upline made $10,000 in sales, I make $500 for his efforts. The next level makes $25. The next 2 levels also make as well until it's pennies. That has never happened. Well, anyone seen this in the direct sales? Where you can make money from your upline or the person above you. Have you seen that before? Very unique and very powerful. Now we know our traditional binary. Binary, you get paid on the lesser leg, but this is slightly different. This is where I said the twist is. See where the T's are? This is where you got those tier bonus, one left, one right. We don't pay on binary on those because you've made $375. We do want to keep this comp plan going. We don't want to kill it. So, but where it is the light orange or light yellow, orange or yellow, what do you reckon? Yellow? Okay, that is where you make your binary. And it basically pays out on the lesser leg. But also what's great about this is there is no flushing of this. So it accumulates to the next month, to the next month, the next month, depending on it. But there are 3 criteria. If you had, your personal volume was $1,000, your binary bonus is 11%, capped daily at $1,000. If your personal volume was $2,000, your binary is 12%, capped at $2,000. If your personal volume was $6,000, your binary bonus is 13%, capped at $7,000. But just say you were earning $999 per day on the $1,000. You could actually pay or buy another unit, upgrade to the $2,000 in personal volume, and that bumps you up to the 12%, another percent, and increases your daily cap to $2,000. If, for instance, you get very close to a $2,000 cap again, you can bump up another $4,000 of personal purchase, and you bump yourself up to the next level, 13% in binary, $7,000 in daily cap. That simple? Easy to understand? Yeah? Now this global pool, 5%. I have to say it is one of the most easiest global pool I've seen in the market. And all it requires is to be M1, 14 people on your left, 14 people on the right, you get 1 share. M2, 134 on each side, gets 2 shares. All the way down to M7, 66,667 on both sides gives you 60 shares. But I want to point out, right now, we have a promotion going. If you hit M5, which is 6,667 on each side, not only do you get 20 shares, but you will also be a proud owner of a condo in Pattaya. Reason being, Olilife has a construction company in Thailand, and they build condos. So the company has been very generous. For the first 100 M5 qualified will be a proud owner of the condo. And that's just the model of it, and that is where they are developing right now. So there are 100. I believe we've got right now, I think 50 left. So anyone can qualify. Full ownership. You get the deed. Now this one here is the coaching bonus, or in our world, or what I've known as the matching bonus. You get paid on 6 generations. First generation is 10%. Second to 6 generations is 5%. And I guess the difference here is it depends on your personal volume. So your personal volume is 1,000. You only go up to 3 generations. If your personal volume is 2,000, then you go to 5 generations. But if your personal volume is 6,000, you can do all 6 generations. And just give you a story here. See this gentleman here? This guy is Francis. He is probably about 4 levels up. He's an M2. He earns currently $30,000 to $40,000 a month. Reason being is because of this coaching bonus. He brought on a very, very well-known Japanese leader, which is the guy next to him, Kawaki-san. And he's 1 leg, monster leg. He's been making just on coaching bonus $30,000 to $40,000. So that's just to let you don't necessarily have to concentrate on the binary. It's good. If you find one big leader and focus on that, you can also earn just like Francis. And lastly, we have an upcoming store called Oli Mall. And what it is with our commissions, 20% automatically goes into this as anticipation, where you can buy stuff in this Ollie Mall. More details that will come up, but just to let you know, there is a 20% hold, which is put automatically in there for you to purchase things. And that is the end of the presentation. Thank you, guys. It was my honor to actually speak to you guys and head out to Vegas. Thank you. Thank you, darling.
Really, I'll take my hug. How'd she do, you guys? Pretty great. Come on, bring it. Bring some love. Okay? She flew all the way from Australia to teach us about this, which is really cool. I want to tell you my favorite thing, okay? Because you might say to yourself, wait, you guys have this free thing to sign up for. You're a humanitarian organization. What the heck? It's a $1,000 ticket price. What's going on? Tell you what, the reason that this fits everything we're doing is because you can sign up. You will get positioned in the binary. All your people can sign up without buying a thing. Now, everybody's going around, and whoever can buy is buying. And then you look one day and you go, wow, they're holding my commissions for me. They're holding my position for me. They've protected all my people for me that I spent my life building. Your network is worth your net worth, right? Equal to. Guess what? You say, oh, I got $1,000 in there now. I don't mind putting it on a credit card because I know I get paid every day. As soon as I put mine on the credit card, guess what? I got the $1,000. You don't have to have anything to start this except the belief that it matters, that it would work for you, that it might help, right? That's a really cool thing. And I can tell you my personal story. I've been using terahertz frequency for a long time, since it became available several years. I know exactly what it does for my body. I know when I heat up, that means I'm probably fighting something, right? I know exactly how to tune it into my body. When I started, and it's only been a few days, we just got it, okay? But in literally the first time, there's no heat source, and yet you heat up. Why is that? Because terahertz frequency is the same frequency as the human cell. That's cool, right? That means, okay, so here, I like visuals. Picture a funnel, okay? You have to go through this funnel and it gets smaller and smaller and smaller until you get to the door to the party. The only way you're getting into that party is if you make it through the funnel, okay? And in that funnel is this terahertz frequency. And all your healthy cells are like, ooh, hey, it's a match, right? I'm going to party. I got the rhythm now. And all the ones that are asleep go, oh, wait, what's going on? And they wake up. So you have that many more cells working for you. But here's the best part. The ones that aren't, that are kind of aberrated, they're on the dark side, they can't hang with the vibe, literally. Literally, they disintegrate. Now, it's not going to happen all at once. You're not going to just get well in a month, right? It took you decades to get in whatever condition you're in. But over time, little by little, that begins to happen. And then you add the PMF, right? I mean, we turn to liquid in space. We cannot survive without the electromagnetic pulse. You combine those two together. So what's the difference? Well, it was real clear what the terahertz was doing and how it felt in my body. I added this pulse, you guys. I'm telling you, I'll be conservative and say 10 seconds, my foot started tingling on the side that I had nerve damage, whereas the other side didn't. That's pretty interesting, okay? Immediately started to feel it moving up my leg, and then I felt when it got to the block, where I have a little blockage there, and it kind of stopped for a minute. The other side's moving up. I can feel the pulse, and the other side isn't. Guess what? The next day, it moved a little further up, and a little further up, and I slept better. That's in like 4 uses of this foot machine right here. I haven't even gotten to the beauty part yet, which I can't wait for, right? But what the heck? I mean, this to me is such an advantage that we have a history. We've got the testimonials. We've got a couple years. We've got a company that was developed by other people who've been in the field. So it's fair. It's humanitarian nature, right? We can bring it into our organization and say, yeah, that's a fit. But at the same time, it's brand new to America. We got the best of both worlds, right? You can come into IBO for free. You can start this for free and begin sharing. How many people can we help that just want to go to work? They just want a way. That's why Dr. Gann spent all these years to create a way to help people have a way out of their situation, because they're not really getting helped by we know who. Yeah, I want to say it what it is, right? Our government isn't really, it's kind of failing in this department. okay? We can help take the burden off. We can actually contribute. What? Sending hope and rebuilding into national goals. That's what we're doing with sharing. International goals, right? So I hope that this resonates with you. I'm really excited to have some people try it. And if you're willing, our beautiful Chill over here is going to literally, interview you about what you're experiencing. Let's make our stories touch other people. That's what this is all about. And if you want to build your story, you could end up on our station with your own show and start sharing in those leads, because we want to help you grow. Who wants to be a humanitarian? Is anybody who's really? Wow. Where's my camera? Okay, that's beautiful. Thank you so much for being here. We have a lot of food, okay? So please don't be shy. Fill your plates. A lot of people couldn't make it today in the end after I ordered all this food. So take what you want, take some home, what have you. We want everyone to be well fed. And let's just give Samantha one more round for coming all the way from Australia.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
So grateful. All right, thanks everyone. Whoever makes it to the chair first, right? Oh, we're going to do it right up here. Okay. PJ raised her hand first.
Okay.
Here you go. You take over.
Okay, let's do it. Okay, so we're just going to grab the machine. Take all the jewelry stuff off, yeah. Yes, please. Yes, please. Anything that's metal? Yeah, you should take it off. Yeah, we'll do this one.
Yeah, so if you're going to come on up, you're going to remove all jewelry or anything that could interfere. Wait until there's a chair. Okay, yeah, wait, because I don't want her to. And then we do have someone who, I need to find out if this woman is actually, there are some caveats with this to be aware of, right, that we should talk about. If you're pregnant, we're not going to electromagnetically pulsate the fetus, okay? We don't need to do that. If you're under 14, we're going to say, grow up a little, okay? Obviously, you don't want to be imbibing anything. Don't want to mix this with alcohol or heavy prescription or anything like that. You want to be conscious. It's important. Here's a little trick. It is an electromagnetic pulse. When you touch your knees together, you get reminded really quickly that it's an electromagnetic pulse, and our body is an electromagnetic really vessel, the conduit, thank you, and you will notice a shocking moment. All right, so you just put your feet on it, and you don't let your knees touch, and you don't touch the pads with your hands, okay? Because it's not going to kill you, but shocks. Who wants to get shocked? Nobody wants to get shocked. So I wanted to mention that because I found that out the hard way. When my knees touched, I was like, woohoo! So if you have any metal in your body, okay? If there's metal in your body, want to make sure you guys hear this because I need her to know if she can actually do this or not. Okay. If there's metal in your body, if you have a pacemaker, right, anything that is foreign, you cannot use this machine. Okay? Now, the terahertz you can, and I've got a solution for you if that's your situation. But with this one, it's electromagnetic. So we're not going to interfere with any medical device that's inside your body. No implants. Okay? Did I miss anything? I think I caught it all. All right. Very good. Come on up. I did my homework, you guys. And they do come with complete instructions. So when you get yours, you'll get reminded. Okay. I'll get some water. 1 second. Yep. I'm going to have you hold the microphone and introduce yourself while you're waiting.
Hi there, I am PJ, Pure Joy Belanger. Anybody want to know more? Or do I speak more? Do I say more? I'm born and raised in Southern California with surfers, and I've been in the desert here for about 33 years. I am an ordained chaplain. I'm a certified mentor. I'm a certified activist. I do a lot of lobbying, especially right now, to get us more doctors, is what I'm really working on. You all need to call your senator and tell him to push for SB 124. What else? I'm a mother and grandmother. I have 10 grandkids between 4 daughters. What else do you want to know? Thank you. I just drank some of my Kangen.
Oh, okay.
I have Kangen water right there, some medical grade water. Thank you. Is Dorothy okay? We should go.
So she should be. No, I don't think so.
No. It would be too much for her?
Yeah. Okay. So Samantha, yeah, I hand it back to you now. I've got the two bags.
Okay, before we start, one thing when it comes to PMF is we need to be very, very well hydrated. And so before we start, we always offer. You drank it. Okay, drink. Oh, okay. Yep. Okay, cool. But we will like to go. Okay, so we're going to start this. Okay, we're on. And we're going to turn this on. The P90 Plus and the P90 difference is P90 Plus has 20 levels. The P90 only has 10 levels. So we're going to, have you ever done any PMF or anything, terahertz? Oh, okay.
And I do far infrared.
Okay. When I do tests, I will start at 5. And our body's actually very, very good at telling us whether it is too hot. If it's too hot, we lower it down. And sometimes some people may not feel it, so we can also increase it as well. So all you need to do is relax. We don't cross our hands or hold our hands together. We don't put our knees together because the circulation of PMF is circular. And that's the reason why it's really, really important not to cross. Yep. And just relax into it. Relax and enjoy. This is the whole process of it's just 20 minutes, just 20 minutes. Yeah, it's amazing.
It's ironic that I feel the heat more so on one side than the other.
It's actually very normal because everything is a circular motion. You're definitely going to get one side more than the other. And if you've got an injury on one side, you probably will feel that first because it'll shoot to the problem area and you may even get tingling. So was that where you felt that first, up that side, yeah?
I think so. I'm not quite sure.
So we'll just sit in there and basically just relax in. And what I will do later is give it a couple of minutes. You're still feeling the heat? That means you're feeling it. Is it comfortable? You could take it. Okay. She's taking it now, but as we go, it intensifies. When it intensifies and feels uncomfortable, we lower it down. I always say to everyone that starts on this is a marathon, not a sprint. Last night, one of the guys that did try it, can I just finish and I'll come back to you? He wanted, on the P90, he wanted to go up to 20. And I went, no, he goes, I can do it. Not even a minute, 30 seconds, he was going, nah, it's too hot. And I said, what level would you like to try? Since he knows his own body, I go, 10. He goes, are you sure, 10? 10 minutes? 10, 1 minute lower. So he ended up at the end, 5 minutes. Level 5. So that's the level that we start off because 5 is a pretty good baseline to actually understand whether your body's at. So, feeling more heat?
It's not increasing that much for me. But it's still all on one side.
What's the one sensation?
It's just really wild how it's all on one side.
Yeah, that's good. It is very, very good.
And I fell on my tailbone on the 10th of May, the day before Mother's Day. So sitting and feeling it into my body and into like my muscles, I can feel it. Yeah.
Awesome. We're on 6, so we'll see how you go.
Some like it hot.
We all know what PMF is. Typically, when we do this, we ask the question, do you know much about PMF? Most people don't. So I give them the story about the astronauts, how NASA brought the astronauts out and coming down is they need grounding. And that's how PMF started. As typically, layman's term, PMF is grounding.
When I went to the park and walked in the grass and then went for a pedicure, they laughed at me. They said, "You like to be barefoot?"
So you're feeling heat, right? Yes. So there's actually no heat coming out of this device at all. So as I described earlier, when your cells start vibrating at the same that frequency, it creates heat, right? Friction creates heat. So it's actually what also inspires the circulation to increase, which also then encourages the blood flow. And of course, we have things that we can use to support that because we have fiber mesh that builds in the bloodstream. So with the electromagnetic pulse, that actually begins to not only assist with muscle mass and redemption of bone loss, but it actually begins to literally vibrate that bloodstream. And then when you vibrate the bloodstream, guess what? It starts shaking the debris loose. That's a really potent thing. And why do we need the water? This is a very positive detox experience. What do you got something to share?
I can feel it in my face and in my head, like just a slight pulse. It's wild.
Does it feel good?
Yes, it feels like it's doing something.
Yeah. You have a question?
I work with veterans with brain injury, and so we use hyperbaric oxygen therapy, we use neurofeedback, we use different things to restore the DNA. So something like this, when it actually, the pulse starts going into the brain, do they get headaches or do they get sleepy, or what is it when it starts opening those neural pathways of the brain? Have you done any studies on the brain to see?
There's a plethora of studies on Google in regards to that. One thing that I deter myself from actually telling people is giving any medical advice. I always refer it back to what's on Google, because those clinical studies are very, very powerful. We have a library of, and I know there's something done with in regards to the brain and what it does, but I do understand whatever it does, this is including the whole body, it's cell generating. So whatever is damaged, it glues it back together. That's the way I deem it, or pieces it back together, so it heals. And there was a lady just now that, she's going to get some food, yeah. Okay, so the next part is, I have this. Does anyone know what this is? It's not. It's a pen with two prods on it. And it's got a little battery inside, and what it does, it detects whether there's energy. There's lots of different devices, but this one is, I found, very safe. And what I'm going to show is how she's got energy flowing through her body. I'm going to tap myself, actually. Dr. Amy, just give me a hand. Yeah, just, yeah. There is no light. There's no conductor. No energy. So you can see there's no energy in here. Now we're going to try. Yeah, we're going to do, this was poke you. Oh. Okay. She said she really felt it on this side, so realistically we may see this side a lot brighter than this side. So let's have a look. Wow. And then we look on this side, it's less. Can you see the difference? This side's a lot stronger, this side's a lot less. And then we do up here. And as we go up, because the energy is going, there's nothing on this side. Can you see? Very, very dim. So can you just lift up slightly a little bit more? Just your dress slightly more. You can actually keep going and actually seeing where it goes. So there is dimming, and it's just a little bit higher, that's a little bit dark, so it's actually may have picked up something there. And you can go all the way up. Let's put...
Well, from falling on my tailbone on the 10th, I've been compensating on the actual butt bones, which have been throwing my hips out, which is so wild that that light lit up the closer you got to my hip, because this leg has been burning.
Yes. Is it comfortable?
I have been telling people I have a concussion on my coccyx.
Now the question I want to ask is the heat comfortable? Or it's getting a bit too much? You love it? Okay. Now,
the heat is increasing in my right foot now. Yeah.
let's put your hands out, like just out like that, and let's see if we see anything here. Typically, oh, so you can see she's got a bit of light. Not flicker, it's flickering.
It's flickering.
Normally when first time people do it, you don't necessarily get the light, but you can see she's got light. And there's one more. I'm going to do one on the forehead and see if we can see anything. Can you see? A bit of it. So let's take note of the light. And after the treatment, towards the end of it, let's see if she's brightened up, glowed up more.
Wow. Very cool.
Wonderful. Yes. Wow. Any questions?
Feels very soothing.
It is amazing. As I said, I have a team of people team of business partners and clients. Yes? I think the word is healthier. Yes. One thing is very noticeable. Everyone that's stepped on this machine and used it diligently, at least once a day, and repeated or twice a day, one in the morning, one at night, everyone's sleep has improved significantly. Even myself. I've flown 20-odd hours coming here. Opposite your days is my nights, etc. Normally when I come to Australia, by day 4, I'm gone. But I've been stepping on the P90 every night, and that's assisted me because I've been getting deep sleep when I sleep. And yeah.
And you can do it twice a day. You just have to leave a 4-hour span of time in between. So you could do it first thing in the morning, right? And you could be sitting at your computer. It doesn't matter what you're doing at the same time. If you can relax, that's great, but you don't have to. Now, we also have these other devices. Yes, you could do it twice a day, absolutely, and that would maximize the effectiveness. And there's some other products, too. So I just want to point out, please help yourself to lunch. We want everyone to make sure they get food. And I want you to demonstrate the eye massager and the beauty components as well. And then we'll just take turns as people come up. That one could be used also, this one over here? Okay, so we can start someone over here, and then you just come on up. But if you wouldn't mind talking about the eye massager, that would be great. Sure, but I want to get her started on the whole body. Oh, you want to do the eye one? Then why don't you do the full body? Set her up with that. And then we'll everybody go get some plates of food, and then we'll come back. We'll just pause for a minute. I'll let you keep the mic in case there's something to, finish. Absolutely.
So you said twice a day. Is that 20 minutes in the morning and 20 minutes at night? 20 and 20. All the water's making me have to go potty. Straight to the bathroom. Release all that toxins.
Right, we know it's working.
Yes. I love things like this. I absolutely love things like this. I've been studying PMF. You know, I interviewed actually, Bill Cadwallader wrote the book on Stop Dirty Electricity. I highly recommend the book, Stop Dirty Electricity.
Hey, folks, can you, we are still filming for live stream. Hey, everybody. Raj, everybody. We are still filming. Hey, Raj, we are still filming. And so if we could just sort of keep the roar down a little bit so we can hear what she's sharing, that would be really helpful. Thank you so much.
I was just sharing that I had a podcast a few years ago, and one of the people I had on was Bill Cadwallader, and he wrote a book called Stop Dirty Electricity. And there's a website, stopdirtyelectricity.com. I highly recommend. And his wife Lois wrote a companion book as well. And so I've been studying PMF for all these years, probably I guess that's like 3 or 4 years now. And I had some stickers on my phone, and then that phone got rid of, and I never replaced and forgot. And so I came today hoping that this was about stickers for my phone. I didn't realize it was a whole body system. So this is really cool. It's very important that we help our bodies. You have no idea how much radiation is being put off by those 5G towers outside your house. But inside your house, Bill comes in your house and he shows you what the Wi-Fi router is putting off, what your phones are putting off, all the radiation in your house, your smart TV, how much that's putting off. So it's very important that we protect ourselves from that onput. I've gone out and done tests with a reader, with an engineer, to see what the radiation was coming off of the towers that they're putting near schools. And it's illegal, to test on children. And it's a Department of Defense program test that they're doing. So I just finished. Yay. So wow, I feel like yes, let's see what kind of energy I've got. It, wow. And the heat like instantly is starting to dissipate. Like I got all warmed up and it's just balancing now. Wonderful. And I feel like the burn can't left.
So one more thing that we're going to do, and at the end, this is something to show that PMF is the body, not the plate. So take your feet off, both feet, use your left hand, touch the plate. It's not hot, that hot, is it? Or it's not hot or hot. Now, no heat. Now you put your left hand on your left ankle and feel that.
Yes, wow. That's amazing. So it was my body that heated up, not the machine.
That is PMF. Okay. Do we have any wipes? Yep. Get the water. Yeah.
I'm Rebecca Garcilaso. I work in real estate, and I'm just amazed with all the information presented to me today. So thank you.
Okay, so I'll just take your foot off and we'll restart again. So we'll just get you we'll get you some water. So as I mentioned, PJ, if you can drink some more water throughout the night. Now there's one thing that you will find. After doing a session, or each session, the first time, there's only two outcomes. Either you sleep like a baby, or you don't sleep at all. You sweat it. For me, my first time, I could not sleep. I was like sweating, I was rolling, trying to get in a particular position. Yeah, so one or either. And I'd be interested to find out what your first day would be like. Yeah, there you go. If you can drink all that, please. Okay. You can put your foot on it. And as we do, we're going to start you on 5. So she's on number 5 right now. So you just relax into it. Same thing. Don't cross your legs and don't put your hands together. So keep them parallel with no jewelry. I should have asked before, do you have a pacemaker? You pregnant? Do you have any metal on you at all? Okay, and do you have any open wounds? Okay, so you're good to go. So 5 is good.
If there are open wounds, would those be healed, or you're better off not getting on it?
No, if you've had recent surgery, then you shouldn't. You do it once, it's healed, as in like you've got the stitches out and it's healing. You can use it to assist, but start on 1 because it is energy, and because if it hasn't fully healed, you have to allow it to close up before doing it. Yeah. Anything?
No other questions? Oh yeah, I'm doing it on the back of my. Oh, yeah, like on my heels. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That is good. So we'll just keep going. How is the food, everyone? Good? Food. Okay. And just to give you a bit of an idea, if you guys do get a P90, my first sale, not online, but actually I went over to my friend's place, and he wasn't well. He had a chest infection that he couldn't get rid of. So I thought I'll take the P90 over for him to try. When he took off his shoe, I was shocked. He had gout, but not normal gout. He has been dealing with gout for 10 years to the point he's got bunions. Is that what you call it? It's like bunions. It was. Can I show that? Show them what it looks like. Can I send it to you? And then we can show it on there. He doesn't mind. And what was interesting, 10 minutes stepping on it, he knows nothing about PMF. He said, I want one. He knew that this is something that was going to heal him. 3 weeks, day and night, using it, he could run. Wow. this is amazing. For someone that's suffering from gout, painful gout, where to a point where it's just that bulge was getting bigger and bigger, he can run. So when I go back, I'm going to take a photo and show the before and after. Yeah.
From what I learned, poor circulation is what causes a lot of like glaucoma, is not having, yeah. So the brain is actually poor circulation, and then you have memory problems, and you know, just everything is really related to poor circulation in our body. So, and this is what it helps, right? That.
It's basically activating your cells to basically become alive. As we get older, our cells become dormant. If we don't use it, we lose it. That saying. So this actually promotes the cells. Those that have been dormant for a while, it activates it. Some that this is not medical claims or anything, it's just what I have studied and read about it, is it does activate and help repair if it could be repaired. And there's lots of stories. Any questions? No? That's one female looking after another female. Isn't that beautiful?
That's cute.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling the heat on my lower legs.
Too much?
No, it's fine. I feel my toes are kind of cold, but I feel the heat on the back. So.
That is obviously doing something there, and we'll do the same thing. So as I showed you, there's nothing on me because I haven't got anything. Let's see where we are. So which side did you feel the energy first?
On which side? I didn't pay attention, but I know I have an injury here, so I'm feeling it more on this side.
Okay, so let's have a look. So as we can see, and we can go up a little bit. Oh, they're pretty even. So as you can see, and then if we turn your hands and, yep. Yep. So you're doing good. And then I'm going to try your forehead to see if we can see anything. So I'm going to poke you. And can you see the light? So that is showing PMF is working. Okay. Normally by this time, because it's about halfway in. Yeah, there we go. Drink some more water. This whole process, you have to keep your fluids up. Awesome. Okay. Do you mind if I do a facial on you? Not at all? This P90 Plus comes with 2 extra devices. That's why it's $500 more, but then you also have to buy the gel. It comes with anyone seen this? Physios use this to actually help smooth out muscles. Like for instance, I use this when I have a shoulder injury, so I always get knots along the collarbone. So if you sometimes when you're tired, you feel some knots, get some gel, and I just basically very, very gently just roll it up and down, up and down. And after that one treatment, that knot is gone, pretty much gone. That's how this is used, and it's a part of the P90 Plus. The second one that we have, and not just women, men, which I found out the other day, love this. I did a session on one of my good friends. Oh, there it is. This has RF and EMS. So this is what we use, RF, radio frequencies. We go, beauticians, and we do it, and it's basically EMF. You know how you have that stinging or that pulsating into the skin? This device does it. It's not as high quality, high level as what you have in the beauty salons, but it's great as a maintenance because you can use this every day. We do need to have the gel. I'm just going to quickly grab it over there. That way? There? Now this gel, these two gels, one is for the body and one is for the face. These are also patented, and it's also been quite a few of the estheticians that have used it says these gels penetrate deeper. They see the difference between using this to a normal ultrasound water base that you can get from pharmacies. They said this is really, really good quality. So if you are buying the P90 and looking for the P90 Plus, get the gels. You'll work a lot better. So we're doing the face, which is the green one, no, the brown one, sorry. Can someone open that for me? Thank you, dear. When you get the $500, you get 24 of these, so 12 body and 12 facials. And let's get this started. Have we got makeup on or anything? No, okay. Good on ya. Natural. I can't open this. My nails are. You have the same problem. Oh, I think it's that side there. I think it's this side there. Can you see that little bit there? Do we need a male to do it? Or pop it? Oh, pocket. Oh, there we go. We got it. Yeah, got it. Okay, cool. Okay, I'm going to put the microphone down. And then. I forgot to talk about. Okay. I forgot to talk about this. This actually shows if there is any frequencies within these devices. So this is brand new. I'm going to turn this on.
Hey guys, we are still recording, so if you could whisper right now, PJ. We're still recording, thank you.
Let's see how. I'm putting it up, so I'm just putting it up and seeing. I'll do it with a prod, but you can actually see it moving. So this little device has got a little ball in there, and it actually can detect energy, the frequencies, different wavelengths. So this one here, if I put it right, I can't remember which side it was. Great. You can see it moving. So it's off. We'll do this one. This one doesn't do it, this one, because it's round, but the prong does it, so we'll do that. So we put some gel on, and we're going to do one half of the face. Okay. Anyone want to take a photo? Yeah, the difference of before and after. I'll get my, can you just hold that for a minute? I'll get the camera. So to show that this works, we do a before and after and see, or if you guys have got good eyes, you could see if there is a difference. But you don't mind me just doing half the face? We'll see how we go.
You can do it, then you can take a picture, then you can do the other side.
Okay. So pretty simple. Everything is in a upward motion. So from here, we'll do EMS first. And I'll start on 2. So let me know if you're feeling anything. So when we do this is we just go up. Upward direction. You just feel the cold gel? We'll just get the gel on. Oh. Yep, just a bit of the hair. It is all water-based, so it's all good. Yep, you feeling it? Yep, you can feel it. Now, it's important when you're using this is not to do the temple area because it's too close, it's too open to the brain. So you just do up with direction. Can you feel anything? You should feel it vibrate, tingling. It's maybe a little bit of a zapping. Can you feel it? If I leave it there for a bit, you can feel it, right? So this is 2. This is 2. And then on the forehead, a little bit different, is we do a zigzag motion. So we zigzag across and up. And zigzag and up. Avoid the temple area, so everything is up. Oop. And if you're worried about your jowls, is that what you call it? J-O-W-L, is that what we call jowls? You can target that and just lift it up. So you go here and you just lift it up. You feeling the tingling? Yes. How does it feel? Feels good. Feels good? Awesome. And in terms of the eye area, we don't go too close. It's just around where, I guess, not the hollow area, just around it. Because you'll find that it will target as close to the eye as possible. And this is also really good for getting the liquids out. I think it's what we call I've forgotten the name, I've lost my train of thought. Lymphatic system. So you can do this by simply going along here, around the ear, and back down. So up, around the ear, and back down to drain any fluids that may be behind the ear, around the ear. So up, around, behind the ear, because that's all part of the lymphatic system, and down. I have one of my business partners, she also does along here. Apparently it's all here as well, from what I understand. Yeah, so she does it from there down and she goes across. Yeah, all the lymph system. Amazing. Amazing. When I actually found the G1 is great for sinus. One treatment of that, it actually, because of the heat, and that's where the sinus is, the massaging of it and the pulsating, it clears that area. But this here is for beauty, and every female should have one. Yes.
On my face.
You feeling it? You feeling the pulse? Do you want me to turn it up so you can feel what number 3 is like? Or you're okay with 2?
I'm okay with
You're okay with 2. It actually is, you do actually feel it. You feel the pulsating, and the slower I drag it, she'll feel it even more. But because it's her first time, I'm going a little bit faster. But when I'm at home, I do it half that, slightly slower. So it really, you can feel the pulsating right through. Like, I'll just do one demonstrate. This is what I do. You feel it, you can feel it. Doing it. So around the ear and back down. Okay. 10 minutes is all that you need, and then you can move over to the next one, which is RF, which is radio frequency. This is just heating, but it's good because it helps tighten. The RF, and I do 10 minutes of this as well. Or, wait, while you're standing 20 minutes on there, using it. But I'm a bit impatient because I don't like the stickiness on my face. But everyone's different. You can do the full 20 minutes while you are doing the feet. Can you feel the heat?
Yes.
Feels good? One of my friends, he's a male, and when I did this, literally, this facial where he fell asleep.
Well, I'm feeling so relaxed.
Is it?
Between the heat on my foot and her feet and this on my face.
Yeah, you enjoying it? You are. If every one of us can find 20 minutes a day just to step on this, even just once a day, if you're really busy at least once a day, you will see significant improvements in areas, lots of areas, and namely sleep.
Can you make it warmer?
You want it warmer? Okay. Oh. Can you feel that?
Yeah.
Like that, or
No,
too
yes.
hot?
No,
Like that?
it didn't feel, it barely felt warm.
Oh, okay, now you can feel it. Okay, good. So what the RF is doing is radio wave frequencies penetrating inside, and RF is used for tightening skin. You're done. Your feet's done.
You are doing your half, are you not?
No.
Take the picture and then you finish.
Yes, I'll do the other side. You're welcome. Okay. Any questions in regards to this device? I do it every day. After I've washed my face, I do it and do about 10 minutes. A step up, because I take a shower. My habit right now, once I get up in the morning, I brush my teeth, drink water, I step on the P90, and I do a number 5. Depending on how I want, if I'm tired, I'll do a 5, between 5 and 7. But everyone's body's different. And at night, I put between 1 and 3, depending on how I am feeling. And then, yeah, every second night I will do the RF, but every night I will do the EMS. So that's just give you a bit of an idea. Yes. You clean it with basically the alcohol wipes. For me, sometimes I'm even just tissue because I'm the only one using this. So then, as long as I know it's clean, but I do use alcohol wipes. Yeah. Or hand sanitizer, putting onto tissue still works the same. Very easy to clean. The P90 and P90 Plus, yes, correct. I'm going to show a video. It's 7 seconds, but this guy, literally 10 years of gout, dealing with gout. He refuses to do the injections because that is even more painful than the gout itself. And that's why the bunions come out. It's not a pretty sight. When you see it, you understand what I'm saying. But literally 3 weeks, he was running. And when I used to see him, I didn't know he'd get gout. He would actually walk with a bit of a, I thought that was something that he hurt his knee or leg or something, but it was actually the gout.
And how long before he saw any improvements?
3 weeks, he was running. He said he was running. in Hong Kong, the P90, and that's what Hong Kong's doing really well, a lot of people in Hong Kong have gout, or what they call Hong Kong feet, is because the diet within Hong Kong is quite acidy, the high acid, and I think that's why there's a lot of people in Hong Kong that have gout, and there's significant testimonials from Hong Kong in regards to dealing with gout. Yeah. Okay, so I think we're about. Don't expect huge miracles, but this should show signs of a slight improvement.
To see results, like with everything, you have to do it for
Yes,
a certain amount.
same thing.
time.
Everything's a marathon, not a sprint. Don't go crazy. Like the guy yesterday, he said 20. I can handle it. Okay, I'm going to turn that off. Going to wipe the thing off. Tissue. To wipe the face.
I never felt, I always, for the whole time, my toes were cold. Just the heat on the back.
Yeah,
on
you'll
the-
find as more you use, you'll start getting your cold feet will. Because right now, it's probably hit a block. Oh, thank you so much. It's hit a block, and that's why it hasn't penetrated. But the more that you and I can tell you, this as a moisturizer is amazing. You'll feel your skin as well. You'll feel the big difference.
So you do have to rinse it off?
You don't have to rinse it if you don't want to, but I would do it because it's in sorry. Did anyone take note of what her face was before? Let's have a look. Can anyone see a difference? Half the face. You can see the difference?
Yeah. She's obligated to do the other side.
I'm obligated now to do that side. Let's do a photo before and after. Okay. Just look at it. What you were before. Were you smiling before?
I don't know.
No, you weren't smiling.
So now fine.
Yeah, no smile. Definitely see a difference.
I'm sure.
The other side. Ready? Ready. Okay, so. Little bit. Okay, so this was you before. So we're looking at this side, right? So you see your lines there? Obviously, you see this up there. See those lines that you got there? Now ready? You see the difference there? So this side that was. You see the difference? And obviously this side you haven't done it yet. So the lines have actually climbed
And it's only one time.
one time, yeah? So if you did it daily, can you imagine what your skin would be looking like?
When I do it daily, yeah.
Yes. Okay, I'm going to do the other side. Any questions, anyone?
You can move my shoes.
Anyone would like to try the G1? Yeah? Come up, bring a chair and come up. Oh, we do
That's
this.
for the eyes, right?
The eyes, yes, correct. Now, for alcohol wipes can only be used on the G1, I mean the P90 and the P90 Plus alcohol wipes. But for your G1, because of the materials, just use normal wet wipes, no alcohol in there, because it would deteriorate, over time it would deteriorate the material, okay? Just hold that for a minute, I'll get the galaxy. Just take a seat, won't be a minute. Sure. Yep. Okay. So what is great about this? The front, you see I'm not used to using mic. Okay, so as you can see, this is the G1. These little dots here is patented. I don't know if people have actually seen those glasses where you can buy and it's got holes in it and it's used to correct your eyesight. Has anyone seen those? It's a particular name. It's just escaped my mind. But you can buy these glasses with holes and it can help correct your vision over time. Very similar, but these ones are patented. These dots are patented. You can see through it. So it's an eye mask where you can literally see through it. When I'm tired and I'm on a Zoom, listening on a Zoom, I'll put these on and listen in. And I'll give you my story, why I love this one so much. And where's my, oh, yeah. You're okay? Would you like her to try it then? It's fine. It'll help. Whatever it is, it'll help around the eyes. It's not just the eye itself. It's what's around it as well. Yeah. And see if she feels. I will confirm. My sponsor's mum, she's 90-something years old. She's also, as we get older, our backs arch. And she's been using for a couple of months. She was like that. A couple of months later, she's like that. So he's really intrigued whether I don't think she'll be fully 100% like that, but from that to that is actually amazing. Yeah. In a couple of months, yes, correct. So, okay. So I'm going to go down this way. So it's pretty simple. It comes with a strap which you release and you strap behind. It is also foldable, so you can travel with it. I take this everywhere with me. So let's try this here. Okay. Now, I typically just go around and just hold it there. When I strap it, it may break. Hold that. So just let me know if it's too tight or if it's comfortable. Okay? Still okay? Yeah? Okay. So I am going to, it can come in English and Chinese, and to change it is the left to English. I've just kept it Chinese. But the left you can change it to English. And to start, you hold the right-hand side until you hear the noise. And it will start working. Now, it will pulsate, you get movement. So what it does is it's 45-degree heat, so it's just a little bit more than your body temperature, and you heat around, it pulsates, and it massages. So is it color? No, it's hollow. You can see through it. What you'll get is basically it's hollow. There's no this part's hollow. What it works is around. So right around there, you'll get the heat sensation, the pulsation, and the knead. It's like a bit like a knead. You know how you knead? Yeah, kneading right around. How are you feeling? Oh.
How do you feel?
The same.
The same? You feel any warmth?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Very, very good. Welcome.
A little. She feels a little warm.
Yeah, it's not supposed to be hot because the eye area is very, very sensitive. So 45 degrees is only slightly more than your body temperature. How are you feeling? You feel the kneading, the massaging?
Mm.
No?
No, you feel like massaging.
Okay, maybe I'll tighten a little bit because I think because she's down, that's why it may be just dropping. So just hold that part, so I'll just tighten a little bit more. Can you feel it now? Can you feel it?
Do you feel it now, Mom? Do you feel it contracting and
Yes.
Just 15 minutes on this. I use this 3 times a day. In the morning when I've got my P90, on the morning. In the afternoon, because I get tired because I'm always in front of the computer, I'll put it on as a 15-minute break from the computer. And at night, once I've done my facial, just before I sleep, I use that. So it's amazing. Rounded. Yeah. Now, my story with this one. When I was in Xiamen, I went there with no judgment of these products. This was the first one I tried, and I was there for 4 days. By day 4, I used multifocals. I couldn't wear them. They were too strong. The brightness, and I've also got a bit of stigma. It was too bright. So what I did was go, as soon as I landed back home, I went to my optometrist, and I told her what I was using, and she goes, okay, give it a couple of weeks and come back. A couple of weeks, I still couldn't wear my multifocals. I had to wear, basically, I've got computer glasses, which is a few degrees. I actually don't know what it's a middle tier visionary, because only the computer size. I was using that over that period of time. So it's now been 3 months. She wants to do a baseline of, she's got my baseline. She wants to continue for another 3 months to see what my eyes are like. Right now, I have improved my eyesight by 1 basis point, meaning negative 2.5. This was 5.75. This was 5.25. This one's down to 5.5. This one, it hasn't gone quite down to 1 basis point, but she said it has reduced, but not significantly say that is reduced by 1 basis point. Yep, PMF. Very, very, very light, 7.8 hertz of frequency, very, very gentle. You know what? There's been, some of the affiliates that have joined had floaters. 1 session, their floaters disappeared. You could look at it and you can try it. You can try it after this if you like. It is a frequency, yes. Very, very gentle, very gentle, very gentle, yes. How are we doing?
Mom, how are you doing?
Okay.
Is it very relaxing? You relax?
No.
You don't like it? Maybe the kneading's a bit...
Is it, you feel the massaging, the contraction and expanding?
Yes.
Awesome.
Okay, good.
So it's doing its job. It's expanding and contracting. It's just one. Yep, you turn it on, 15 minutes. And if you were wanting to use it, you have to give yourself an hour break between them. But 1 hour. You know how you can put it on 15 minutes and sometimes people want to do it straight away after? Don't. Give your eye an hour break if you want to do it again. So, but 3 times a day is more than enough. Yeah.
I'm a -4. I'm nearsighted. So this would, over time, this can bring me to a -3, negative.
I think it comes down to everyone's different. For me, my optometrist is testing. She already is very, very keen to use it, but she wanted to get 6 months out of me. So, and if it is what she thinks it's going to do for all her patients, she's going to be trialing on other patients as well. So that to me is very, very encouraging for something like this. Yeah. But you can try it. And I have to say it's because of the holes. Because that in the normal glasses that is out there is correct. They're used to correct eyes. So me looking through that with the pulsating and the energy, I think that is what's helping. But that's just based on my own testimonial though. And so everyone's different. Yeah. No medical claims, disclaimer, no medical claims. Okay. I'm going to put, look, she can continue another 10 minutes on it if she likes. Is she okay with it? It will turn off on its own. Does she want to go? Is she had enough? You can turn it off. It's just by holding it down. It will turn itself off. And don't rip it off.
Or, we'll do another 10. Is it like 10 more minutes?
Oh, it's done.
Oh, it's done.
I've turned it off.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So, and just, yeah, unstrap it from the back is better for you. And when you do take it off, close your eyes before you, when you take it off, because your eyes, you'll feel, it will feel different. And then slowly open your eyes to it all.
Yes. It put pressure on the outside of my
Around
eyes.
the eye, yeah.
No, not around. On the outside.
Put pressure on the outside, so you felt something.
Yes.
Oh.
Okay. Then
How's the eyes feel?
How do your eyes feel?
the same.
Same? Is it watery or dry or a bit brighter?
Mm,
No?
When you look around at the people, do you notice even the slightest? You notice? Or the surrounding area?
It is only, it's not really quite a full session either. No? All good.
Anything? No? Huh?
the top of it.
Well done. You did very well. Okay. Now back to the other side of this. Anyone would like to try the G1? Yes. So after each charge, typically when you charge it in, the green light will blink, and once it's full charge, it will stop blinking. And then and you get about 6 sessions out of it, one before you have to recharge it again. And it will tell you when the battery's low. Yes, through Dr. G or through Dr. Amy, you can get information. If you want more information about the products, if you were wanting to buy any of the stuff, you go through the Dr. G and Dr. Amy. Yeah, Dr. Amy. Hang on, just get me through. Oh. This is just Okay. Oh, we'll be back with you. Thank you. Thank you.
So anybody that wants to have a shot, please let us know. We do have some extra food, so we want to make sure that if anybody wants to take some food home, they can as we start to wind up. I want to take a moment, if I may. I want to take a moment and thank our tech staff, JR, Ray, Eric, Chill. If you guys could give a hand to the people that have been doing the work to make this possible for us, thank you so much. If you can see, they've done a beautiful job getting this on the live stream for us, and we're so grateful for the time and energy. JR was here till 1:30 in the morning with Ray, and they just are incredible. So thank you so much. Yeah, one more hand. Thank you so much for acknowledging them. I also want to thank Brian and Lana. I could not have done this without them. They came to my rescue yesterday because my husband couldn't make it back into town. They helped me do the setup. They showed up early. They took care of registration. So could you give Brian and Lana a hand also? Because really, really grateful for what they did today. And thank you all so much for being here. Please, as I said, enjoy your lunch. Feel free to try out the equipment. And please make sure to join us for our next IBO show coming to a station near you. Thank you so much, everyone. Can you congratulate